up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on a giant screen with the few colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading
It's
about.
showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
We're delighted to have you with us. They're driving theater.
You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment.
Is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Whoa! What's up, dudes? How's it going? It is Monday night. It is just after 8 o'clock. You're tuned in to the Drive-In Speakerbox. We're here in Speaker Lab Studios. I, of course, am Bo, the boom operator, your host.
I'm Jake, the Grip co-host.
And we have a friend here in the studio who is scared and doesn't know what's happening and is wearing a lovely shirt. Who are you and why are you here? Who's your daddy and what does he do?
You're my daddy, and my name's Charlie, and I'm here to talk about all things under the sun and movies and whatnot.
Heck yeah! So Charlie's an old friend of ours. He works in the hospitality industry, just like all of us do, essentially.
All of us.
And we've been sitting here product testing some ready to drink cocktails. We've been having a good time talking about great oldies. We're here in the studio, and Vince is like 3, who's this third over on YouTube. But we're gonna be talking about movies, and COVID's weird. COVID's super weird.
So weird.
We haven't had a chance to have any new movies, despite the fact that AMC, I don't know if you guys heard about this, AMC is opening up theaters
Thursday.
Well, not nationwide. It's actually August 20th. So for what is that already Thursday?
Yeah.
That was
Turns out.
Thursday.
Yeah, they're opening Thursday. They're going to open about 100 of their locations, which is like a sixth, I think, of what they have. And they said they plan on having a third of their locations open by September 1st.
Man. Well,
to accommodate the opening of Tenet, because that's the movie that's the barometer for the industry right now.
So everybody's leaning on Tenet. Christopher Nolan. Charlie, what do you think about Christopher Nolan? What's your take? What's your hot take on Christopher Nolan?
My hot take on Chris is he's pretty hot in my book. I think I'm a huge fan. I love his complexity and his layered, his style of writing is just so multi-layered.
You like all those spinny tops?
Those
Yes,
dreidels.
all the tops, man.
Not
I stare
knowing
at
if
that
they're
top
gonna
for
fall or
like 5
not.
seconds, and I just transcend into another space.
Makana dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he's your dad.
He's my
and
dad.
what does he do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Christopher Nolan is kind of sucks, but I'm glad you like him. But no. Anyway, I don't know if you heard about this, but Tenet, the studio that's putting out Tenet is having a kind of a contract war with a lot of these new studios and theaters that are opening up, and then they want 65%. They want 65% of ticket sales from these studios, because they're like, oh, your health depends on our movie, so let me pull your booty hole open real wide and let us slide in there and take what we want.
Not okay.
I mean, that's what they're doing. It's non-consensual, and it's bad. And because normally, for those of you that don't know much about the movie industry, the average theater take is between 45 and 55%. And that's a pretty low percent here. And for movies. But then Tenet's coming in 65. And that's a lot. You can't sell a lot of popcorn. That's a lot. That's a lot. And yeah, so Vince is saying over here on YouTube, he said the movie studios are trying to convince people that Tenet is more important than COVID. Is it?
Well, to get before we get too far away from it, AMC, to get people in and buy popcorn on opening day on Thursday, it's 15 cents are the movie tickets, because it's the same price the tickets were 100 years ago in 1920. But
is that why they're doing it?
Mm-hmm, and it's opening day only. And then after that, all of the older movies they're showing, like Ghostbusters and a few others, are going to be $5 tickets a piece. So they're going to keep a low ticket price, but it is going to go up from the 15 cents of opening day. And then also, Regal, not to be outdone, is opening like a third of their theaters on Friday.
Well, Regal. Everybody's curious that they're going to be socially distanced, and they're doing, like I said, they're doing a staggered thing. AMC's doing 30%, then Phase 2 is 40%, and they're going to be doing, the seating thing. If like you buy a ticket, then the left and right things are going to be, blocked out. I don't know. I just don't think Tenet is. Charlie, you're our guest. Would you pay a premium for a Christopher Nolan experience?
You're the one Christopher Nolan fan at the table.
Apparently, I am. I'm not saying he's like the end all be all of directors by any means, but I gotta say that I don't know enough about Tenet. If I'm being honest, I wasn't prepared for that question. You guys have your show notes, and I don't.
Well, rarely. Rare occurrence.
You didn't know you were going to be on the show until about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we were just up here having cocktails, and I'm
but
like, "You want to be on the podcast?
Yeah.
Come on over."
So
I always just kind of stumble upon the show, and it just happens.
So can somebody please tell me about Tenet? Just a brief summary.
So Tenet is a palindrome.
Is there a way to actually do that?
Tenenet. Like if you spell it forwards, it's also the same backwards. And guess what? It's about timelines going forwards and backwards. Mind blown.
Imagine that from Christopher Nolan.
People are like, I've never heard of a palindrome before. I've not only learned a new grammatical piece of the English language, but also I've had my mind fucked. And
Race car.
Yeah, Bob Racecar.
Boy, none of your fans are fans of Christopher Nolan, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm all alone on an island out here.
It's only because it's like you watch Batman Begins and you're like, this guy made it work, and then you watch you watch Dark Knight and you're like, what did he do? No.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Charlie.
Go back.
Boy, have I ever got myself into a mess.
So this is the Pie in the Face show featuring Charlie, and we're gonna feed him crow and make him eat his boot and all the things.
Hold on, local movie.
Who's that?
Movie. What was it? The game.
Fantasy Movie League.
Fantasy Movie League Ultimate Champion Dina coming in, protecting
She's got
you.
your back, Charlie.
Okay.
Over on Twitch, she says,
All right.
"You fine? She got you, Charlie."
Dina
fine.
could be
You
like
got
the
me?
ultimate
Aye.
movie theater manager. Just be like, pick any movie and make
Dig
it
it.
work, and she would probably sell all of the tickets ever.
She knows how to do it. But shout out to all our viewers. If you're tuning into this podcast and you're not watching the live video, which you can find on Twitch, you can find on Facebook, you can find on YouTube. If you're just listening on Spotify like a plebe, tune in live next week.
Wow, don't hate on our regular podcast.
No, we love the
listeners.
plebes.
Yeah.
We need the plebes to plow the
using
fields.
the word.
And they're the proletariats. They're the important backbone of the economy. Yeah. What did you come on, means of production? Come on, anybody? Communism?
You're just coming off Mr. Bougie Big Time over here.
No, dude, I'm one of you. But no, here's the real deal. You need to tune into the live stream. We broadcast every Monday night from 8 to 10, or 8 to 9:30, or 8 to 9 whenever we get quit. But we got Charlie in the studio tonight. So,
Question for Logan.
on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, what director doesn't need a healthy budget these days to make a banger?
Yeah,
and
so-
also, what is your definition of a banger?
I mean, Debbie Does Dallas was a banger.
Wow.
Wow. Deep Throat was
Ding,
a
ding, ding,
was
ding,
a
ding,
banger.
ding.
So Logan asks on Facebook, he says he does like Christopher Nolan. He just
This is
needs
a real
a
show
healthy
that
budget
both of us have ended up on somehow.
to make a banger. And, I disagree, because I feel like some of Christopher Nolan's bangiest bangers, you go back at Memento. Memento was a banger.
Some directors totally just fucking ruin it once they get real money. Like
Ryan Johnson is a good example. Like Brick was a banger because it was a low budget banger, and then he gets Star Wars money, and then he just doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's just like, I am wealthy with power.
what's old Lord of the Rings guy name? Kiwi man. What's the name of the Lord of the Rings director? Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
check him out. Like Dead Alive
And
was
Bad
pretty
Taste.
sick, and Lord of the Rings was really good. And
The
then they're
Hobbit?
like, "Yo, Lord of the Rings," and then he did Kong and Hobbit.
Which were straight butt farts.
Yeah.
So speaking of butt
Well,
farts,
hold on,
yes.
but Andy Serkis in Kong Andy Serkis is always really good. But.
Jack Black and Kong was like, Vince over on Twitch, he says, I miss the $30 million adult movies of the 90s, early 2000s. So you're only talking about one movie, and that was Pirates. That was the highest production, I think, to this day, pornographic film.
Butt pirates or just pirates?
Of course, the booty was had. It was plundered. Booty was plundered with all full masts. Yes. But it was the highest budget pornographic film shot. Anyway, let's see. Dina says Shudder premiered a horror film recently. It was filmed on Zoom. It was a banger. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sam says Dead Alive with Subwoofer doing the lawnmower scene is awesome. That is I agree. I don't think I've ever watched it without a subwoofer, because if you're going to watch a movie, watch it the way that God intended, with a stereo.
With a subwoofer.
With a subwoofer. And on the 8th day, God said, let there be bass. Let there be bass. I mean, producer, you can back me up. It's like, bass. Isn't that how they say it?
Bass.
Bass.
House music.
House music.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Bass. Poochie says, not porn movies, movies for adults and not comic books.
Like real movies.
I thought you meant adult movies. Never mind.
Oops.
Oops. But seriously, Google Pirates. It's
Pirates. Just gonna plug in the pirates.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Pirates of the Flick of Bean. Bean is just bean.
Yeah, I think everyone picked up on that one there.
Oh man, the hits just keep I almost said humping.
They keep on humping. Welcome to the Drive-In Speakerbox. I've been drinking for the past 4 hours.
I just walked into this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Charlie's here.
Yep.
So, so what else is in the news? I wrote some things down because I forgot my laptop.
Hey, you know what's fun that was in the news today, being August 17th? In 1908, August 17th, the
That's
very
old
first
news.
animated movie ever was released. How about that?
What was it? What was
It was called Phantasmagoria.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, it was 1 minute and 20 seconds, and it was like it had some hands that started out drawing like this chalk picture, and then it animated and came to life, and it was the precursor to Space Jam. So there you go.
Whoa. Speaking of Space Jam, they wrapped on principal photography for Space Jam 2, which has a working title of Space Jam: A New Legacy.
I read that.
Get out of here with that.
Yeah, it's set for release of summer 2021, unless there are any COVID delays. We don't know what's going to happen with that.
You know what else is
That's
big news
LBJ,
right now?
right?
LBJ.
It's our
Lyndon B. Johnson is starring in Space Jam 2.
it's our number one movie fan Vince's birthday right now too.
Oh, happy birthday, Vince!
Happy birthday!
Shout outs to our Chicago homeboy,
HBD,
tuning in, HBD, LBJ, all the things. You're getting all
sorry that today was the announcement of more LeBron James ruining Space Jam for you.
That's what it is. Let's see. In other,
have you ever seen him try to act?
Who?
LeBron James.
Yeah, I have not.
On the court.
Flop. They had to introduce flop rules in basketball because of him. Because he treated it like a soccer field.
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of floppers out there.
Yeah, well, he's the big one. So
he's the king.
Yeah, remember when basketball was like good?
The king of flops.
They made Space Jam.
I don't know, man. I just believe I can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't put that music in the movie
God,
anymore.
I guess you're right. Shit.
Because he has more people coming out trying to get him in more trouble.
He's like, why did he pee on everybody?
Whoa. R. Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. We all knew about it. Like Chappelle Show even did the skit called "Pee on You," and everyone's like, "Haha, this is comedy."
And they did the follow-up where he did "I'm gonna poo on you too." And they had R. Kelly's doo-doo butter.
Dude, that's gross. Speaking of unnecessary sequels, I don't know if you guys heard about this, and it's funny from last week when we were going down the rabbit hole of David Arquette, which blew my mind away that he was a professional wrestler. Did you know that he was a professional wrestler? This is still blowing my mind, Charlie.
A champion.
Huh?
Heavyweight champion.
Heavyweight.
I mean, he's not that heavy.
No.
You don't have to be a heavyweight to win the heavyweight championship.
But he's David Arquette.
You just have to beat a heavyweight. But now,
Wait, who did he beat?
who did he beat? I don't. It was, dude. You're going back into
All right,
WCW,
sorry.
and I'm
Yeah.
trying to make my brain
Moving
work
on,
right
sorry.
now.
That was last week's episode.
But
to the show notes.
no. So actually, there is a documentary about David Arquette coming back into the wrestling world, scheduled to come out here pretty soon.
I did not know that.
Well, the only reason I bring up David Arquette again is because Scream is getting an unnecessary sequel. Scream 5 is in pre-production right now, and of course Wes
Ew.
Craven has nothing to do with it because, of course, it sounds like a big steaming pile of shit. But they're going to make one because we can't make any movie that isn't a pre-existing property these days. And, so Scream 5 coming out. Did you know that the whole Scream, the 1 through 4, made over $600 million globally? That was its that was its take.
Is that like chump change in the industry, or is
No,
that...
that-
No,
I mean-
not any. I mean now.
Right.
But I think at the times that those were made, because that's not adjusted for inflation, right?
No, that was just 600 million like actual dollars.
Because when was the last one made?
Oh, I don't know when the last one made.
Because
but
the first one came out
in the
90s.
90s, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's still big money.
Whoa.
Vince was saying, or Dina was saying, for a horror film, that is insane. Like for horror films, which traditionally have pretty low budgets, bringing in four chapters, bringing in almost $1 billion is pretty huge. Because a lot of times they're like, we've got a $3 million budget and we made $100 million. That's like, whoa, holy crap! We're gonna make sequels for the end of days.
Horror movies are good at making money.
They
They're
really
just
are.
not that much money.
Yeah.
Because, dude, Cairo corn syrup, Hershey's chocolate syrup, peanut butter, and a little bit of red food coloring.
Blood.
That used to be the Hollywood recipe for fake blood. For those
damn.
people that give a shit. Cairo corn syrup's the secret, and peanut butter is the one that you don't expect. And you can't use. Well, I mean, you could probably use crunchy. It might make it a little bit more believable.
Everything's a little better with a little salt.
It's true, a little bit of salt down.
You know what? Before we move too far away from wrestling and horror combinations, no, hold on. This was in the news and it's entertainment.
It's wrestling, of course.
Did you see that a Florida man tried to kidnap WWE superstar Sonya Deville yesterday?
What?
He cut through her screen door, waited on her porch for her to like be home and asleep.
Why do you
and
have
then
to cut through a screen? Is a screen door like a really secure device anyway?
Well, no,
Like,
because then he went
cut through it.
Then he went through the porch door and the alarm went off and the police were able to come and find him. He had like a knife, zip ties, mace, like all these things, and they
He had
arrested
a
him on.
backpack. He had a bug out bag.
Yeah, they arrested him on like 4 charges of attempted armed kidnapping and all sorts of just like not good Florida man things. But that's
When
like
has
a real-
Florida man ever done anything good?
Exactly. Yeah. There's
Salts.
There's a documentary out there. There's the Florida Man documentary. So watch that.
What? Could you guys hear that? Today's show is brought to you by
Booze.
Boxley Valley Highball. It's a ready-to-drink in-bottle cocktail available at Fox Trail Distillery in Rogers, Arkansas, behind the Pinnacle Hills Promenade. This flavor is the Valley Highball. It's made with vodka, liqueur, bitters, and other natural flavors and caramel color, developed by Charlie right here. We're here tasting this. It's got a lot of passion fruit notes. It's got a lot of citrus notes. It's got a lot of vodka notes. It's just Jake.
I'm staying.
Do it.
He's saying
Do
in
it.
the zone.
Some of us have to drive after the show.
Some of us have to be buttholes about it.
Oh wow! Just giving people a hard time about responsibility.
He's
right
being
now.
responsible. He's right.
Plus, I have to go work at a bar that the ABC is just loving to come around right now. So
Wait, where's that?
everywhere.
Smoking Barrel Tavern.
Right.
Yeah, because here in Arkansas, our Alcoholic Beverage Commission likes to come around and see if everyone's wearing masks and
And has lost its damn
walk
minds.
walk through their checklist and just see about anything they can do to make a business have a harder time right now.
So Kaya
But, hold on.
already wants some of this cocktail here. We're selling it. There it is. So the check, Fox Trail, should be in the mail.
You know what old Jack Burton says? Your check is in the mail.
When someone knocks your favorite cocktail against the wall and slams it, and looks you square in the eye and say, "Have you paid your dues, Bo?"
Bo.
I look him back and I say, the check is in the mail. Yeah, dude. Anyway, what? So Vince says that was like a sound effect with a jug that has 3 X's. Yeah, one of those like the crow, the Duke crow. Google it. Can we Google the Duke crow? Duke. Yeah, he's got the Duke. It's a famous. I want to say it's maybe Harvey Crumb, who was a famous illustrator in the what was the way back, the before times,
The long ago.
the long agos.
Many a moons ago.
Yeah, the Duke Crow. I'm pretty sure it's Harvey Crumb. There's actually a really good documentary about Harvey Crumb called Crumb. He's a humongous piece of shit, but he was a brilliant illustrator and comic artist. And let's see where it is. That's not the Duke Crow.
Are we? Yeah.
That's that. I'm pretty sure that was actually Ralph Bakshi. If I'm gonna flex on y'all for a second, I'm pretty sure that was Ralph Bakshi from a screenshot of the film. Give me a second.
Doo-doo Crow?
No, it was not Doo-doo Crow. I want to say it was Fritz the Cat. Is
Whoa.
what that was from.
Oh, talk about adult movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Duke Crow. You'll find him. He drinks booze.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is he friends with the poo-poo pigeons from that Nissan commercial, where they were just trying to aim for the cars real hard?
I don't think so. I don't think they were different timelines, dude. What DC universe are you in? We're in
Not the new 52.
I'm probably better at remembering commercials than I am movies.
What's your okay? All right. Okay.
I say that now I'm gonna blank on them if you're about to ask me.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna give you a quiz. What cereal did what was his name? Was it Ralphie'll eat anything? Was this like, give it to so and so, he'll eat anything? What cereal was it?
Life?
No.
Yeah.
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 Was it Life?
It was. So
Yeah.
good job,
Boom.
Bo. I want to quiz you, but I don't know.
Mikey.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
So this is
said-
Mikey.
that
What'll
person
Mikey eat?
said it.
He'll eat
Life.
anything. Okay. What's the other one? The best part of waking up.
Bulges in your cup.
Nice. Ding, ding, ding. Okay.
Nice.
What's another one? Just follow your nose.
Oof.
I like how you're sticking to breakfast real hard right now.
Doo-doo rolls?
Doo-doo rolls are not, I mean, despite being
Butt
delicious.
flakes?
No.
What? I don't know.
What show
Toucan
am I on?
Sam, you follow your nose.
Not Cocoa Puff.
No.
Hey, hold on. Vince pointed out that he likes the person who asked the question and doesn't know the answer. Listen, we've got a real up-and-comer here at the table. in old
For loops.
boom operating
Yeah,
Bo.
that one.
Oh,
I was
Sam,
about to
you're...
go Captain Crunch, but yeah,
No.
I'm dumb.
Let's see. What's another one that was popular?
What's more cereal, everybody?
I mean,
It's, oh wait, here's one.
I didn't say cereal commercials specifically.
What could be greater than playing a game with What was that one? Blanky blank. He'll throw it right back. Blanky blank. Something on his back. Blanky blank. What could be greater than playing a game of blank with a blank blank?
Wow. Got me.
Gator golf.
Gator golf.
Gator golf. Yeah.
Like in...
Oh, wait. How about you run, you slide, you hit the bump, and take a dive? What was that one from? That was the slip and slide with the banana?
I
Why
don't know.
don't you just start
but
singing like
it's-
Sock'em Boppers
Yeah.
theme and like
I don't know,
Baby
but
Bottle
it's just
Pop.
making me think that we need to do karaoke
Baby
sooner
bottle
than
pop,
later.
baby bottle pop. Yeah, why did you...
Listen,
karaoke?
Dude, baby bottle pop had a fat jam.
the other day I was with a friend and she was drinking one of those tiny little bottles of soda and I was like, oh, it's a real baby bottle of pop.
Baby bottle pop,
She-
baby
it was
bottle pop.
Totally lost on her.
Bill and Ted had a cereal?
Yeah, everybody had
yeah,
it.
movies get cereals.
Yeah,
man.
but I don't remember Bill and Ted's.
Crossfire, you'll get caught up
Oh.
in the crossfire.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks,
Nice.
Sam. That was
Steel
a good...
Panther does a cover of Crossfire.
Dude, Steel Panther's amazing.
Oh yeah, I've seen him in concert,
Yeah.
man. I've been
Oh
there.
my god, I'm jealous.
Yeah,
You've never seen him in concert?
No. I've
they
never
opened
seen
for
a concert.
Judas Priest, and it was probably the coolest.
You saw
thing.
Judas Priest and Steel Panther?
What?
Yeah. Have I never showed you the pictures of this?
Dude.
Yeah, it was sick.
That's the most rock and roll concert I may have ever heard.
Thought
I've seen
about.
a lot of good shows.
I
but-
mean, I live a pretty rock and roll.
Sam says,
lifestyle,
Google
man.
the My Buddy commercial. My
My
buddy.
Oh, I had
my
my
buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy.
My buddy.
My buddy.
My buddy.
My buddy and me.
We were totally out of
Yeah.
key. Sorry.
Beautiful.
That's okay, but
Y'all
we
ever
got
have
it.
one of
Yeah.
those? I had a My Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kid
And
sister.
Teddy
My-
Ruxpin. I had a Teddy Ruxpin.
My brother had a
I had the
My
worm.
Football Monster.
The
Bitch.
My Pet Monster? It wasn't My Football. It was My
yeah, he had
Pet
a
Monster.
no, he had a football helmet and
He had
jersey, and that was
chains.
the thing.
What about
Yeah.
Power Wheels?
Now I'm driving for real. Yeah.
Yep.
We
I
some
had those
real
two.
cool boys at this
It was
table.
pink. I drove
You
my.
had a pink Power
yeah,
Wheels?
I drove my
That's
sister's.
pretty sick,
I think.
actually.
I know I had one at one point, but yeah.
Dude.
Dude,
Commercial.
put Underglow on a Power Wheel.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dude, they have some that do skids.
Kid sister.
Now I'm driving. Yeah.
Kid sister.
Wherever I go, see, dude.
Yes.
Look at those. That's what.
Check
that.
out the
All right,
Porsche,
so-
bro.
So like top left, that's what I'm talking about.
The Hummer.
Yeah, the hum. Had a little hummy.
Now I got
Little hum job.
Mustangs and BMWs.
Whoa.
Yo, check out that
That
friggin'
Viper?
Viper, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Pow, pow, Power Wheels. Now my mortgage is for real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So Vince
Hold
says,
on.
"Welcome to the Stream of Consciousness Nostalgia Cast."
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Sam said for some
Nailed
reason
it.
the Power Wheels hearse never took off. That would have been sick. But come on, dude, lay in the back. You're the dead body. Let's go. Yeah.
Skirt, skirt.
I dug a hole over there and I'm gonna drive you to it and then we're just gonna dump you in.
Yes.
Press
Drove the pink
F.
Quad.
Grant asks if you drove the pink quad.
Yeah. I did.
The full on.
Full on pink
Dude,
quad.
Full
dude.
on 9.6V turbo power.
Before
Yeah.
we somehow
Double
find a
battery.
way back into movies from this,
Yeah, we
have
should.
you seen that at the store you can buy
Blank
like,
check. This is how we get back
Oh,
into
yeah.
it because
We
all
just
of these
always
things
talk
we
about
bought
Blank
from
Check.
Blank Check.
Yeah. Did you see that at a store you can get like a tank that 2 or 3 kids can drive and it has like a machine gun and a functioning cannon and you can turn the turret and drive one direction and fire like missiles out of this turret on this remote like this
What?
drivable tank.
How
It's
is
sick.
that a good image for the children?
How is that legal?
Bruh, just imagine like 2 little kids driving down the street and yes,
2 little kids with a flow you ain't never heard.
someone says something and they just
Bruh.
like turn that cannon and launch it at some turd that's giving them a hard time, or they just wreck someone's lemonade stand
it's
and
just
flip
a
them
water
off.
gun. That's not water. It's piss.
Yeah.
What movie is that from? Boy Who Could Fly. Yeah, shut up.
I don't
everybody.
know. I was zoning
Bringing
out
it
on
back to movies.
comments. Yeah.
Yeah, Sam says it's only a matter of time before we get a Supreme Power Wheels.
Be a lot cooler
It has-
if we did.
It'll have sour cream on it.
Well, and a couple of pieces of tomato that are only cut from where the stem was.
How is Taco Bell doing during all of this?
don't know,
Really
but-
bad. I went there a week or 2 ago. First
Their-
time
their-
in a while.
Their
during-
menu is it super reduced?
It was really gross, man. I realize we all know that Taco Bell's not great,
Yeah.
but we also should all realize
We know that it's a necessary evil.
Exactly.
Sometimes you're
It
hungry,
very
man.
much exists in everyone's world, and we all do it from time to time. However, even though I was, obviously buzzed when I went, it was still not my typical reaction, which is, what 5-star chef made this cheese sauce?
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Instead, it was like, oh wow, why am I doing this? This is absolutely horrible, and I threw the rest, the majority of it away.
Damn.
So
It was bad.
while we're talking about Taco Bell, Sam said that he watched No Holds Barred for the first time, and there's a scene in it where Hogan pulls that limo driver out of the car and he goes, "What's that smell?" And the dude goes, "Dookie." It's probably because he ate Taco Bell.
Nice.
And wasn't Taco Bell prominently featured in Demolition Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Greetings and salutations.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
it was the restaurant that won the restaurant wars.
Yeah.
And then Dennis Leary comes to take their dry
Yes.
food pellets away
The
from
pellets, I remember that. I just watched
Because the
this other
pellets are
night.
how they make their beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaya says they took the nacho fries away at the beginning of quarantine, and she's still mad.
Yeah, that's
should
bullshit.
be.
I agree.
But now, Yum Brands, you can still move on over to old KFC where they got original recipe fries now.
Oh,
Nice.
Sam says Batman Returns had a sick Taco Bell tie-in. That is true. They had a lot of good Taco Bell merch with Batman, Taco Bell Batman merch during that campaign.
If I may, real quickly, back to Demolition Man.
Always.
I just want to point out that, I mean, first and foremost, that movie rules.
Yes.
It's horribly awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the Taco Bell scene, if you recall, was very much like had become molecular gastronomy. You know, like it was like.
Oh yeah, they had the big plate with
Yeah.
only like this much
Yeah.
food on it,
And it
and he was
was-
like, "What the hell
Yeah.
is this?"
Yeah.
Because you can't cuss or you get a
They were
ticket.
doing cheese sauce reverse spherification, and
Which I think
And everyone was wearing
the
their
highest Michelin star restaurants
Yeah.
are still trying to do
when
now.
you had to
Still
put
trying
on
to
your
figure it out.
finest kimono to go out
Yeah.
to
The
Taco
kimono.
Bell. Yeah, and because then, but you know what? Yeah,
he
even
doesn't know what to do with the cheese sauce.
even in the future after you eat Taco Bell, you're gonna have to use those seashells. You're gonna have to figure it out. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to put on your sex helmet and not exchange bodily fluids while you get your mind fuck on.
Yes, dude. You nailed that.
I didn't know
Dude.
you guys were such big Demolition Man.
I
Have you
am a
ever
huge
seen Demolition Man, bro?
Yes.
I love it. I really do.
It's such a good movie.
yeah.
It's the best.
I mean,
movie.
Wesley Snipes?
And his,
like
and
how
his
that's where you go.
karate.
Rob Snyder?
Sandra Bullock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the dude's name that's in like every Adam Sandler movie ever?
Rob
Rob
Schneider.
Schneider.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It also has old dude that will later be in Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock in that movie as one of the goofy, like, I'm just happy to be here policemen.
Dude.
I don't know that one.
Do we need to, instead of 6
one of
degrees
the
from
goofy-
Kevin Bacon, do we need a 6 degrees from Demolition Man? Is that what it's going to be? Because, I mean, we got Pepsi Brands, we got Taco Bell, we got Sly Stallone, Sandra
Yeah.
Bullock, Wesley Snipes. I mean, we could do it.
Mustangs.
We got Mustangs. We got the Ford Motor Company.
No, the car in Demolition Man was
both
was it a
seconds of
Chrysler
it.
or Pontiac? It was way cooler than a Mustang.
Yeah, one of those. Is Taco Bell Chihuahua still alive?
Yo Quiero.
Should
Oh,
be.
that's a
I don't
question
know,
from
but
the audience.
The voice actor, they started doing that Reno on Quibi, which one of our viewers tells Quibi is not good, but I imagine that Reno probably still is. I've seen a few of the short previews from their Quibi show, and they just did a new Rocco thing not that long ago, right?
I don't have
Because
Rocco thing?
the voice of the Chihuahua from
Oh,
Taco
sorry,
Bell
yeah,
was
yeah,
the voice
yeah.
of Rocco from Rocco's
Rocco's
Modern Life.
Modern Life. They did well. Netflix did the Rocco special about a year ago. When they did that kind of Nicktoons reboot, they did a Rocco's Modern Life. They did a Invader Zim, which I watched, and then they did one other one that I can't remember. But dude, Invader Zim, check it out.
Also-
Return of the Florpus or Night of the Florpus.
Vince said he died a while ago. The Taco Bell dog was actually female. Facts.
And it's
Facts.
dead.
Nice.
Wow. Way to just bring us down. Is that when they retired the little dog and cat kids characters for their kids' meals?
Dude,
2009. All right, somebody just said Taco Bell dog died in 2009.
has it been that long?
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Has Taco Bell not had a good ad campaign since? I mean, they went Run for the Border.
Yeah.
Why
and
do you
then
need
Yo
an ad
Quiero.
campaign when you have 4 ingredients and a couple of hot sauces and you're just like, I mean, try it in this configuration.
I guess in 2011 they were like, "Hey, Doritos Loco," and that has been that's been it forever.
Was it 2011 when they brought those in?
Doritos took
just
over.
guessing.
No, I feel like
Doritos
that's
took over. I will say I really got to tip my hat to their marketing and whomever at Taco Bell that, you know, started personalizing all the little quotes on the sauce packets.
Sauce packs.
Come on, we all love that, right? Like,
I mean, we all love it.
yeah.
I've got it. Well, there's an idea that I'm not going to say online because a lot of people have been stealing my ideas lately. And but Charlie, when we're done, I've got this idea that I want to run past you.
Okay.
so that you can be the
steal
only
it.
one that steals it.
Yeah, so you can steal it. There it is. Aww.
Oh, puppy.
It's a dog that speaks Spanish, and that's cute. Spanish-speaking dog. Let's see. Vince says, if you think about it, Taco Bell has 4 ingredients they've done a million. Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's the brilliance of Taco Bell. It's like, okay, do you want tortilla, bean, cheese, rice? Or do you want tortilla, cheese, bean, rice? Do you want tortilla, bean, cheese, bean? Do you want tortilla, rice, rice, meat? Do you want tortilla, cheese, 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 cheese? Like, it's the same 5 things.
Obviously, we want all the cheese.
And then you add the secret 5th ingredient, which is supreme, which is just sour cream and 3 poorly diced tomato squares.
Right.
I'm telling you, every piece of tomato has the stem on it, and I don't know how that happened.
Okay, so Sam asked if we remember Mac Tonight. Of course we remember Mac Tonight. He was the late-night, moon-headed Big Mac guy. I always thought he was Burger King for some reason because I was a BK kid. But he was the McDonald's late-night, like, talk show, Jay Leno-looking motherfucker that, yeah, Mac Tonight, duh. Do you not remember Mac Tonight?
I don't remember Mac, but I...
It's a play off Mac the Knife from the jazz, you know, duh. But yeah, can we get a picture of Mac Tonight?
Yeah.
That's all you had to say, man.
Mac Tonight.
Somebody just said Arby's is next level shit.
It is, dude. Their ad campaigns, dude. Bo's a weeaboo. Bo's a weeb, and they just pander to weebs hard.
Dude, so as Dina just said, yeah, there's Mac Tonight.
There you go.
As Dina just said, which I was about to say, the Nihilist Arby's Twitter feed is amazing. And Sam asked us, we have hung out at the BK Lounge.
Yeah, he's going real Dane Cook with it right
now. Yes, I've been in some urban areas. I think Kansas City was the Power and Light District has a BK Lounge. And it was a late night, kind of like Taco Bell Cantina concept restaurant where you could go and get late night BK with also alcohol, adult beverages. You get pirate beverages, and Debbie does beverages.
Wow, just taking it way back.
Beef and cheddar. We have the meats.
All the meats. Remember, you got Jake. You got the meat sandwich once that had every bit of the meat that they had. What was it called? Like
Meat Mountain.
What?
There it is.
Yeah, the Meat
How many
Mountain.
pounds of meat?
A couple, yeah. And they've done it in different configurations every time they introduce a new style of sandwich, like their whatever barbecue. They introduce a mountain version of it, and a lot of the times they're off-menu items. You just got to know to ask, man.
Dude, if you're in the know. Vince says, don't forget the California raisins that were somehow racist, but I haven't put my finger on it yet.
The producer coming in real hard with that Harold and Kumar. Bringing it back to movies where they crash into George Bush's house, and he's like, oh, shit, did they make you eat that? And he just laughs his ass off about it.
Cock meat sandwich. But the California Raisins, if you're wanting a fast food tie-in, they were the spokespeople for Hardee's back in the day, in the early 90s,
Bo has
late
about
80s.
10 California Raisins sitting behind him.
I do. Where's... Yeah, they're back there on this shelf. But I got those because they were part of a Hardee's tie-in, because Hardee's used to actually do really good breakfast, and their biscuits, they had a cinnamon raisin biscuit.
Yeah.
I remember those.
That were really good, and California Raisins were a stop-motion animation.
There's a good commercial for you, Charlie, right there.
Yeah.
It's the California Raisins.
Yeah. And not only that, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that Meat Mountain could also be an adult film title.
Maybe it is.
Yeah. Full circle.
Can we just Google
movies.
Meat Mountain and see what the first result is?
Let me screen it.
Well, we're talking about Yum Brands and their relationship with PepsiCo and commercials. How about those commercials with Ray
legit.
Charles for Pepsi? And Ray Charles
Dude,
was
those
a
were
movie called Ray, where Jamie Foxx started
that's
that,
just
and
something-
Jamie Foxx is in that
Did-
new
is
movie
Safe
on
Search
Netflix
on or
that
off?
none of us watched.
It's moderates.
Is
according
this
to
even Google
DuckDuckGo.
image?
No, it's DuckDuckGo, man.
DuckDuckGo, what the fuck is this?
It's
Are you
not
like
tracking
Ask Jeeving it?
No.
Like, what is...
No, it's
Dude.
the search engine that doesn't track you.
Oh, well, okay. Well,
how long
Ask
do you think it-
Jeeves. Like,
How long
look
do you
at
think
that.
it takes to digest one of those?
It's like chewing gum when you were a kid in the 80s. It takes 17 years. It's like the stomach of a sarlacc from
made
Star
from
Wars.
whale fat.
Oh, my gosh. Well, yeah, in the comments there, Mr. Vern saying, hey to you, Charlie.
What's up, buddy? I miss you, man.
Tuning
I hope
in.
you're doing well. I need to come up to KC soon. I love KC. I hope you're doing well. I really do.
Yeah. Are you going to cry about it?
I might. I've known Vern a long time, man. He's It's good shit.
Because I mean, he's
His dad, my dad. He'll tell you. His dad, my dad. They were a thing.
they made out.
Not.
Like, what are you talking about, Charlie? They were like a total. They were
They were
fabulous.
like,
They were
you
fabulous
know,
power couple.
Just guys being bros, you know.
Sometimes bros make out,
Sometimes
dude, you know?
bros, you know, we talk, we do things, you know. And that's okay. No, they practiced law together for
they practiced love together.
law,
Love.
law
Live, law, love.
for like, you know, a few decades, a couple decades at least.
I like how old Cinnamon Biscuit here in our comments to throw you a little life raft thing here.
So
Cinnamon Biscuit comes in and asks our producer if Alta Vista wasn't working.
So Vince says that he hopes that Charlie will come in as a repeat guest. That you're the everyman to balance out Jake. You're like
What does that mean?
You're our Winston Zedmore.
Dope, dude.
Wait, hold on. What does that make us?
Yeah, what does that make you
Oh,
guys?
I'm Peter Venkman.
No, there's no way. What?
You're like a hybrid of
Obviously,
you're Ray.
no, there's no
You're
way.
Ray Stantz.
He's saying that I'm the wild card. That makes me Vinkman. If anything, dude, you're Mr. Ghosty BJ boy. You're definitely.
I'm
Either
not
way,
Ray.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and I never in a million years thought that I would be sitting here right now, but this guy talked me
You're
into
Annie
it.
Potts. That's who you are, bro.
You're Annie. I'm Annie Potts.
Yeah, you're Annie Potts.
No.
Yeah,
Dina says I'm Ray.
You know what?
Are
You
you
bet.
Ray?
you're Ray. You might be Spangler.
I don't want to bring the form of Gozer the Destroyer.
You're freaking Rick Moranis, bro.
No, Vince says I'm the guy from the
Rick
EPA.
Moranis
Shut these
rules.
off! Shut these all off!
Yeah, see, and then I come in, I'm like, it's true. No,
he has no dick. Yeah.
So then that just more movies about people and
About
dicks. That's like I'm
Dicks and butts.
Spicoli and you're Mr.
Yeah.
Hand, bro.
Yep.
And and
Bit
then
of battle.
and then Charlie's friggin' Forrest Whitaker.
All right.
Okay, you get to be Forrest Whitaker.
Didn't he get an Oscar?
Yeah,
Wait,
but like
yeah.
in Fast Times, bro.
Loesch is tuning in and says that Dad's stash is here to fuck. We're just gonna say it. So yeah, Loesch, one of the Rievsky bros, out here saying hi. There's several of them out in the world, but they're tuning in from Jonesboro, I guess, which would be shout outs to our people down in Jonesboro. We got people all over. We got people in KC. We got people in Chicago. We got people in Jonesboro. We got people all over the place. Shout outs to all our friends. If you're not liking and subscribing to the Drive-In Speakerbox, you're missing out.
Vince just coming in attacking me about all of my super rad Fast and Furious t-shirts.
When did you've got a new shirt on right now? What's going on?
What
That's
is that?
Jaws, man.
Let's show the whole thing off. Okay.
Well, the whole thing involves people seeing this whole thing, and I don't need that.
Yeah.
Y'all see that a lady really got attacked and killed by a shark in New England not that long ago?
Did you hear about the lady
Which is
in
why
China that fell into a shark tank at a public mall?
Shark Tank.
A shark tank?
Was it Deep Blue Sea?
No, it was she was in a public shopping mall and she fell into a shark tank.
Was she giving an empowered speech? Oh, Sam Jackson.
The question is, why do they have public shark tanks that you can
Sam
fall
L.
into in a
Jackson.
sharping mall?
Did Thomas Jane come in and rescue her? Did LL Cool J murder the shark
And write
after
a song
ate
about
his
it?
bird?
And can Charlie, you're the only one with a hat. Can you make your hat like a shark's fin? My hat is like a shark's fin. That was the LL Cool J song from Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you bent your bill?
No.
Okay, then cock it to the side like a dingaling. Yeah.
Like
no.
that?
Now.
Do you want it to be a
forwards.
shark's fin or do you want it to be a
Forwards?
dingling?
Yeah, forwards, and with your Fernet Bronco. There you go. No, a little bit more angled.
I don't want to show off any brand. I'm not trying to represent brands. What angled? What? Where?
I'm not trying to represent any brand sponsored by Boxley, like
you
beverage
put that on there,
cocktails.
man.
Yeah,
Like
you got
this?
I mean, you got it's. Give it to me.
Do it, dude. Do it.
Now you look like luscious lips, cool Johnson. What is the J?
Is that what LL stands for?
It's ladies love cool J.
I was like, I don't remember it being luscious.
But they love it.
lips.
But they love him because he's always like. That's
like
how
as
they're
the
doing.
floor. One of the Rieskis said,
James.
like as the floor, that would be so metal, and he's right about the previous comments that I forgot to mention. Sorry, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Hey, remember back when we used to Greek all of our brands?
Yeah.
Well, that was before they were local brands, like this delicious Boxley Valley Highball available at Fox Trail Distillery in Rogers, Arkansas. You know, it's
Oh, hold on, Sam coming in. Man, it's like people only do things for money, and that's really sad.
Can we bring up the image of Garth in Wayne's World?
Yeah,
was
because
it 2?
we also don't talk about this
Please
every
do.
single show
Yeah.
ever.
Was it Wayne's World 1?
They,
think it was
they
Wayne's
did
World
the
1.
brand thing in both of them because when old character actor beloved James Hong shows
Yeah.
up as
Which
Cassandra's
you cannot,
dad.
Yeah.
They cannot do that scene anymore.
Yep.
That is the most tone deaf scene ever. But yeah, where's the that? I mean, yes, that's Garth. We all know what Garth
Yeah,
looks
We all
like.
know that's Garth.
Yeah,
There's the one where it's like brand
there's American treasure Dana Carvey.
Reebok
Yeah.
Garth. Is there like a Reebok Garth that we can Google?
Or where he's
And he
getting his hair sucked by the vacuum cleaner. That's always
It
good.
sucks and it cuts.
It definitely sucks.
Certainly does suck.
But no, it was, they had the ad, was it Excedrin? Was it like yeah, there
Whoa,
he is.
dude,
Yeah.
nailed it.
Little
Nailed
blue,
it.
yellow,
Little
different.
yellow, different.
He's in like producer mode.
He's like, I just hate it when people sell out to their brands. Dana Carvey. There's a really good documentary about the Dana Carvey show.
Yeah, Logan
Just it's called Too Funny to Fail. Logan just mentioned it here in the comments from Facebook. You should check it out because the Dana Carvey show was way ahead of its time. And if you've never heard about it, you should check it out. A couple of people mentioning Pizza Hut in the comments there. Travis coming in with the Pizza Hut, and I got mentioned earlier. They're thinking about closing 300 Pizza Huts nationwide because of COVID. And there was one parent company that had 300 Pizza Hut locations, and they're folding. Pizza Hut had long known for movie tie-ins. I think the biggest one, Land Before Time, was a really big
I don't know,
tie-in.
but I remember that they had some sick X-Men stuff in the 90s.
Nice.
You could get a breakfast in bed tray, which I had and used all
With
of the time
pizza?
for anything, bro.
Were you guys big
Pizza in the
stuffed
morning,
crust-
pizza in the evening.
Were you guys
Pizza
big
at supper
stuffed
time.
crust people?
Oh, dude,
No.
stuffed crust pizza. I remember when stuffed crust pizza was hot, and I was like calling them up. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get some of this stuffed crust pizza."
Yeah.
And they're like, "We're out of that." And I go,
Yeah.
"You're Pizza Hut, and you're out of pizza. What is wrong with
Yeah.
you?"
Dude, I like crust, and I don't like all of it being taken away.
All
With
gooey
by
and
full
more
of delicious cheese.
I mean, so it's difficult, right? Because you love cheese, you love crust, you love pizza, you love all the things, right? But is there such thing as too much cheese or not enough crust?
No, do you see this figure? There's not enough. There's no such thing as enough cheese.
Right.
Do you see these arteries? Yeah, there's no such thing as enough cheese.
So Grant talking about Pizza Hut and movie tie-ins with Star Wars. You know who had the best Star Wars tie-in toys? And we already talked about this not long ago, but we're gonna do it again because the subject we're on.
Now that's
Taco
pod
Bell.
racing.
Taco frickin' Bell.
Mm-hmm. They had that cool little box where half the face was Vader and half the face was Yoda,
I
and they
remember
had
that.
the like hologram things and all the planets that would like open up or spin or do whatever.
I vaguely
Yeah.
remember this.
We got a
Those
lot
were
of
super
people
cool.
asking us if we ever did Book It. Did you know that Book It is still a thing? It was started in 1989 by the Pizza Hut Corporation.
Yeah, remember
and
when
it
we went
still
to
is a thing. You can
we
still
went to the
book it.
classic '90s, the
you-
remodeled.
Eureka Springs,
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas. They have a classic retro Pizza Hut, and we did family pizza
Yeah,
night.
local
Y'all, you
tourist
guys want to go do
trap and-
family? Charlie, you want to come with us to
Yeah.
a family Pizza Hut night before all
Yeah.
the Pizza Huts close?
Yeah,
Let's do
it's
Pizza
right by
Hut
my
night.
house.
Yeah, check out
actually.
Book It. Look at these toys. There's
South School.
Yeah, South School. There it is. Look at these. Look at these
Look
toys.
at that, dude. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those
Look
were
at
the
that.
coolest.
Those are the ones. Yeah, full. Yeah, there it is. In a plastic bag.
I still have some of them in the plastic.
You know, I'm a big.
They're meant in plastic, guys. Don't open them. They're in the blister pack.
I like how you say that like you don't collect anything or have any kind of nerd nonsense.
Shut
I know we're all nerds in our own way.
I've
but
never
that
been a
just
nerd in my
reminded-
entire life.
That just reminded me. He was just showing us the Star Wars swag from Taco Bell stuff. Anyway, just reminded me that we're all nerds in our own way, and I'm curious to know how big a Star Wars. Yes, you are.
I've never been.
How big of Star Wars fans you guys actually are. I have a friend. I'm not going to name this person. He's over the age of 40, and he literally builds lightsabers. And Bo's going to show me how big of a nerd he is right now.
This was
Okay.
made by a fan of the show.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
shout outs to
Well-
the Hanson family.
Okay. Shout outs. That was cool. I don't know what that was, but that was cool. Point is, this dude spends like thousands of dollars building like exact replicas like of lightsabers, like movie prop replicas, like finding the old pieces of an old camera.
Oh
to
yeah, no,
make,
those
you know,
are
the handle.
expensive now because
And
everyone
has like a crystal chamber inside that opens up and all this stuff. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
You know that photographers hate Star Wars fans. Photographers and people that like to collect.
I used to love those sounds.
Yeah, no, that was dead on actually.
I mean, I have more, but you know, there's. I was looking for my lightsaber, but I don't know where it is.
The good thing you did not find it. You'd be
Yes.
you'd be repping our boy Harambe real hard.
It's somewhere in here.
Yeah, because ladies love this. Sam said, because ladies love the lightsabers. Yes, exactly. Yeah,
LL Cool S.
yeah.
Yeah, ladies love cool sabers.
Yeah, like who's the character that you play in Jedi Starfighter? She's oh man,
Jedi Starfighter.
I know. Look at this nerd.
What's Jedi Starfighter?
Oh, Jedi Starfighter is a super sick video game that came out in the PS2 era where you get to play as a Jedi in a Starfighter and
okay.
you shoot stuff down and
Yeah,
you switch to other
Tell us more.
forces and you get to fly different ships. It's like
Oh.
yeah. And they've
Was that on GameCube?
I don't think it was on GameCube. It was on PS2. But they updated it and you can actually get it and play it on PS4 now.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now that's pod racing.
Oh, I just had her name and I forgot it. What was it? Oh man, damn it!
It was a Pog Slammer, says Vern. I don't know what that is.
Do you guys remember?
You don't know what a
Pogs?
Pog Slammer is?
Oh, what is a Pog Slammer?
Dude,
Charlie!
Oh man, what?
Fired.
Wow.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to know nerdy,
Have you-
I
nostalgic
told you
stuff.
I'm
yeah.
on an island out
Have
here
you never
all alone.
lived in the 90s and just
I-
regretted everything about it?
Boo this man.
So Pogs were little pieces of cardboard that had pictures of,
These are
of
Pogs.
goofy things.
Oh, yeah.
and the
sorry,
slammer
sorry.
was the big metal
Yes.
one that you would slam
Yes.
them with.
I'm sorry, I forgot the name.
It was like marbles if marbles were instead made out of cardboard.
and
They're-
flat.
We have them pulled up on the screen now, and now I remember.
I had tons of super rad
I
X-Men
had
had Mortal
Pogs.
Combat
I was
one.
just about to say, hang on, I had Mortal
Oh.
Kombat ones, and I had the.
Oh,
Dude, my slammer was Magneto, like in the Jim Lee art. It was awesome.
Dude, what did I have?
How do you even play Pogs?
You slam them with the slammer, and
Well, I know, but that's not how you play anything. Like,
There-
how do you play Pogs?
it was basically like marbles. There was
Dude,
like
all you do is slam the slammer. Like, how do you play the game?
Hang on.
Kai was born in the
Somebody just
90s
said
and
I
she
was-
regrets it.
Yeah, what?
See, yeah, 90s were terrible, but Pogs.
I was born in the 80s, and I grew up in the 90s, and I loved it. I really don't fit in, do I?
Because you don't know Pogs. Get out of here.
Yeah, just-
You're never welcome
yeah.
back,
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back with a slammer.
Yeah, come back when you're good at Pogs, dude.
Yeah.
Viewers can see the screen too, Charlie.
Yeah, everybody's asking about you, Charlie. You're the what is it? Oh, look at these kids playing Pogs. That's young Charlie with his cool swoop. And they're over here playing an intense game
Yeah.
of Pogs. This was uploaded in 2009. Yeah.
Someone found their dad's 90s
Oh,
room.
this is the dumbest game.
Yeah, it is.
Dude,
But
I told you it's
vaguely
like
remember
marbles.
this. I
See,
really
you
do.
like you knock them out of range.
But way
and-
more
Yep.
dumb.
Yep.
Why did
Super dumb.
I never played Pogs because I didn't have a lot of friends, and like you can't really play by yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
What did
you
play,
can
Simon?
Wait,
Did that require?
yeah, I played.
Okay.
I had a Simon.
you can play any number of games by yourself if you're
it was
used to not have friendship.
Simon was basically what Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the home game. Yeah.
So you
Which
would
was cool.
Step one was to make a bunch of mashed potatoes. That's that how you play Simon?
Yeah, dude. Play Simon so many ways.
And then you make a
Yeah.
plateau of
Yep.
Devil's Ridge or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
this means something.
Yeah, it means something. Vern says they banned Pogs in school, and they didn't in Washington Elementary.
Well, that's because you're a bitch and you went to Washington, Vern.
Yeah, so Vince said that was Charlie's Pog Championship video revealed.
Yep.
There it was. There it was. Anyway, yeah, crazy. Max back talk. The comments are really weird tonight.
Yeah.
You guys.
The
you guys-
show is really weird tonight.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good show, right? I mean, you're sitting there nursing your first delicious Valley Highball from Boxley, Fox Trail Distillery. It's designed by Charlie here. It needs
Get
I
him
did
an
not-
make him a Reebok outfit, but of that
really.
brand,
Yeah.
and it's just him covered in that, so
Yeah.
that he can Garth it up.
Serving size is not 1.
no, the serving size. This is 4.
That's 4 servings.
Yeah, Bo's had 4 of those.
We had 2 of these bottles.
We had a few.
of
I've
these-
had a few Chardonnays. What of it?
a few Chardonnays before the Catalina lime mixer.
What movie's that, audience?
Yeah, where you at?
Where y'all at?
The Catalina wine mixer. You guys.
What's happening?
Say hi to your mother. Oh,
That
no,
was getting
all of a
real
sudden we
Wahlberg-y
got
over here.
Wahlberg in here. Hey, say hi to your mother. Oh, how's your mother? How's your mother doing? Yeah. Anyway, well, yeah, we're hitting our hour wall. Step Brothers. All right, everybody. Sam and Logan
There you
got
go.
it. You nailed it.
Nailed it.
But we got to get out of here.
Wanna go
Jake's,
do karate
Jake's,
in the garage?
yeah, we're gonna go do karate in the pinball shop next door.
Hey, sick.
But find us, like us, subscribe to us, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you get your podcasts. We really appreciate you tuning in. We really appreciate Charlie coming in and hanging out with
Somebody
us.
told me to come back.
Yeah, Vince says, Vince from Chicago says, come back, Charlie.
Thanks, man.
Everybody likes you better than us, apparently. They're sick of us. They've had us for years.
Sure.
So anyway, Travis asks, is anyone going to go see Smokey and the Bandit and Days of Thunder at the 112 Drive-In this weekend? Yeah, we're gonna drink Mountain Dew.
Y'all have heard me
and
tell you
Coors
before.
Mountain
Coors
Dew,
Banquets.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
heard me tell you before. If you've never seen Smokey and the Bandit in a theater setting, go do it. It's amazing. It's the best time.
Remember when Tom Cruise takes that little sugar packet and he like slides it up Nicole Kidman's leg when they're in the bed together? All sexual.
Sugar packet.
Wasn't that like pre them getting married?
I think so. That was what did it.
That was what did it. The sugar packet.
Sugar packet. That's why I always kept sugar packets at home. And,
Rubbing his racing.
Yeah, I'm just
Yes, Sam.
Sam.
Yes.
Rubbing is racing. Now that's rub racing. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, the Boom Operator,
I'm a grip.
and we got our friend Charlie. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.